Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Mike here. I want to thank you for checking out the video here today. Hopefully you're having a great day or night. Just going to be reselling again, guys. Got some stuff I'm going to package up. I'll show you some Amazon, some eBay orders. But two things I want to talk to you really quick before we kind of dive into the video. You know, the number one thing why we all resell is what? The money, right? But the most important thing that a lot of people aren't grasping and they're not understanding is saving, okay? Focus on saving for 2017. You know, if you haven't been saving any money in 2016, you got nothing left to show. If you're kind of living, you know, eBay paycheck to paycheck, you got to get that in your head to start saving, because at the end of the day, what is all this time used for, right? You know, when you're out there flipping stuff, right? I mean, yeah, it's to pay the bills, but you want to have some kind of nest egg at the end of the day. And I'm talking about that for a while here on my channel, about setting some of this money aside. Try starting off with $5, right? Then go to 5%, and then try to get up to as high as you can. 22% would be excellent, right? You know, you pull in 100K a year, you got 22,000 sitting in the bank, right? So that's number one, right? Start saving, people. Start saving that money. And number two, really, is to just go out there and, you know, have fun with all this, right? Have fun, and remember that, you know, work at your pace. And what I mean by that is that, you know, I think one of the biggest problems that I get messages back and forth with all the time is people are like, there's not enough time in my day. And I'm going, wait a minute, you know, that's such a lazy man's term. There's not enough time in the day, you know, because we're all busy, especially if you have kids and a family and, you know, teenagers that run around. It's, you got to make the time, is what I'm saying. And you got to choose your time wisely, right? So if you're watching all these YouTube videos, if you're watching me and it's becoming a distraction, don't watch, okay? I see this over and over and over. People are like, oh my God, you know, I'm like, what'd you do all day today? Well, I'm watching all these YouTube shows, or, you know, I'm watching TV, and I'm like, dude, you got to understand your time, okay? Your time is crucial. You'll never get it back, and if you can master your time, you can do wonders. And here's just one quick tip for you guys. Basically this, right? If you think you're wasting time, or you're not sure if you're wasting time, walk around with a little piece of paper and start writing down what you're doing all day. That'll tell you at the end of the night, before you go to bed, how much time you wasted. So, all right, guys, let's kick into the video. Let's see what I do today. So I was just running a report and pulling up my numbers for the past 6 months on these eBay accounts, and wanted to share this with you guys, you know, for you guys that have eBay stores. My numbers, honestly, it seems like when I have sales like every day, right? I don't run sales like one sale every 30 days, you know what I mean? There's a sale every day that is, you know, 10%, 15%, 20% off, etc., etc. And then it ends in a day or two, right? And then I just go back in, readjust the pricing, etc., etc. And I thought it was interesting when I was looking at the numbers that 25% of my items will actually sell when they're on sale. So 75% of the other items that I have when they're not on sale, they don't sell. People just go in and buy full price for it. So I think it's interesting because just with the sheer amount of traffic on eBay, especially with like niche stuff like clothing, right? Sometimes if you look at your views, you know, the views are down, this is that. So it's something that's interesting to me, you know. It's like, well, what would happen if I just turn off the sales? You know, and I might do that here this week, later in the week, and to see what happens. I've done it in the past, and like I've had 0 sales. So I'd be interested to hear what your conversion rate is with your eBay store, with creating Markdown Manager, having sales, and if it works for you, and maybe your approach. So, because you know, at the end of the day, it's just an advantage, right? And if we can get this, do some trial and errors together, you know, it might work for us, it might not. So just thought I'd throw my little 2 cents out there that, you know, having the sales, having the Markdown Manager definitely works. So I just got a message on eBay. I sold that Ralph Lauren rugby sweater, that wool sweater I showed you guys in a previous video. The buyer just got it, I guess, looked at it, and you can see there's a flaw there. I must have overlooked it, or maybe she ripped it. I don't know. I mean, I'm usually pretty good with, you know, looking at the clothing items. But anyway, I said, you know, would you like to just return the item? She's like, no, it's just an easy fix. I said, well, you know, return it to me. I'll send you a complete refund. You could buy another one. She's like, no, I can get it fixed. I said, well, what would you like me to do? And she's like, well, I want a partial refund. I said, sure, okay, what amount? And, you know, she's like, $10 seems fair. And I'm like, you know, just a couple stitches there could probably fix the problem, but I don't know. It's one of those things where it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, just give her the $10 and move on and not deal with it. So I just wanted to show you guys this here. You know, there are stuff that happens after the sales. That's for sure. All right, so here's what I sold today. This first order is from Amazon, and it's a cassette tape that came out of that recent storage unit. It's a Dockin Dream Warriors cassette tape. Pretty good condition. This ended up selling for $9.81. So that's the only Amazon order I got today. The rest is all eBay. This came out of a previous storage unit, guys. This is, let me open it up so I can show you. just a tin here, right? But it's got a random amount of antique buttons, vintage buttons, blah, 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 blah. I just labeled as this on eBay, a lot of 1 pound of random mystery mixed vintage antique buttons and tin crafting. So, ended up selling this for $15 shipped, and you know, typically with this stuff, it takes a little while to sell, but hey, it's easy money, you know. I mean, I think out of this storage unit, I paid $30 for the whole unit, so just right here, got some money back on that. Already made my money over and over and over with that unit, but still have some items that are for sale, that's for sure. Next one here, I showed this a long time ago with me and Kim. We did a thrift haul video. You can find it back on my channel maybe a year or two ago. I've had this forever, and it sat on eBay for 18 months. I know it's craziness here, right? This is a OEM Chrysler Dodge Jeep VES DVD player and overhead drop-down TV. So here's the DVD player here, and then the drop-down overhead thing. You know, you'd see in the car, it'd be like this, right? It mounts down and comes down and everything like that. Found this at a thrift store, and at the end of the day, just 18 months later, it's sold. Got $150.18 for it. So I guess that's a good long tail item, right? I'll take that. I want to say I paid $5 or $10 for that at the Goodwill. Next item here is a Harley Davidson. Let's see, Harley Davidson 3D emblem, vintage 1990s Missouri, like ladies lace Harley Davidson shirt here. I don't know if you can see the tag. That's what you want to look for. I mean, there's all different types of Harley shirts out here, but these are the ones, the 3D emblem. Now, usually the men's black 3D emblem shirts will bring the serious coin, but I've sold these women's Harley Davidson like tank tops before in the past, and did pretty well with it. This was on eBay for 3 months. I got this at a garage sale for $quarter. I was digging through the women's racks of clothing because I noticed she had Harley stuff, so I'm like, she's got to have some Harley shirts or tanks or another jacket. Found this, paid $quarter for it. Ended up selling for $30.03. Here we got this shirt here. It might not be appropriate if you got children watching or anybody who's looking right now. You might want to close their eyes or go watch the video in private because this is kind of a graphic image. This is a Lords of Acid 90s rare vintage concert tour t-shirt. I sold the previous one I think about a month ago, and I bought both of these shirts. There was this one, the other one, for $25 shipped on eBay. So I sniped it and just turned around and flipped it. But here's the graphic image there, guys. Let's keep it up for a second. It's pretty graphic, that's for sure. And the back of it's even more graphic. Ended up, I had it for, I think I had it up for $185 at best offer. And it sat on eBay for, I want to say a month or two. And somebody just offered me $80 for it. I'm like, hey, you know what? I'll take it. You know, probably could have gotten more for it. I only had 2 watches on it. But at the end of the day, it's $80. I'll take that. So between this one and the other one, I want to say I got like $160 for the two. It's not a bad flip there. $25 and $160, give or take. But yeah, $80 for this Lords of Acid band concert shirt. And the last item here is in this box. Let me grab it for you. It's already pre-packaged. I showed you guys this here. I'll put a picture on the screen so you can check it out. But what's in the box is the 1957 RCA Victor Tube radio model 1RD6, and then the digit was rubbed off, so I couldn't see, you know, what the last digit was. But it's a turquoise mid-century clock radio, and sold it as is. I plugged it in, I tested it. It seemed to be working just fine in terms of just the clock working. The radio wasn't working at all. So I'm assuming the person that bought this in Palos Park, Illinois, knows how to fix these things and probably could turn around and flip it for some cash. But ended up selling it for $30. Took an offer on it, and I think I had it up for $50. So I took a $30 offer, plus they paid shipping $19.36. And this is going parcel select ground. And so the total they paid was $49.36 for this. And I did have some money on the shipping and handling fee of a couple bucks, I think. So. But yep, that's what I sold today, guys. Pretty good sales. I'm just going to keep humming along here, keep listing some stuff, and see what else we do. Decided to change up the color of the bags. I do this from time to time. I usually buy the gray standard ones, but just need a little color in my life. Who doesn't like some color in their life? This is cool. I like this purple. It's pretty neat. If you're interested in getting it, you can just go to Amazon and type in Poly Mailers purple. You can usually find them, but I think they look cool and they stand out, and it's different than just that plain old gray. So guys, I want to talk to you about another reseller here. His name is Mr. Penguin here on YouTube. There'll be a link down below. His name is Javier, and he's been following me and taking my advice since he's been 15 years old, guys, for a lot of different things, and he's out there just making it happen, guys. I'll have him featured in a further video down the road here, but he's making some videos for you guys, and he's got some really good stuff. He put out a recent 2017 goals, which I think is just excellent, and just watching that alone is get you inspired to get your goals going for the end of the year. But check out Javier. He's a young buck, knows what he's doing. He's out there. If you've been in Resellers Roundtable, you've seen him out there with some of the Peter's videos and live videos with Peter and James, and they've been out hitting the thrift stores and the whole 9 yards. But do me a favor, guys. Just subscribe to Mr. Penguin over there. Tell Javier that Global Voodoo sent you, and he'll be making some videos for you guys. So yeah, check him out. Good people. So I appreciate you guys watching today's video. I would try to make these videos short and sweet and kind of jam-pack them with some information that's out there. So you know, I don't want to take up too much of your time, because I know how important time is, and I value my time, and I hope you value your time. So with that being said, thanks guys for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please give me the like, give me the thumbs up. So next time I'm out here, peace, vlog over.